So earlier today, I went to this seminar, this like patience class, but it was just going on for so long. Hi, welcome back. Let's continue the book. Here we go. Well, I'm not going, says Chris calmly, gracefully, folding her arms in defiance. I can live with Myrna. Her mom said I could anytime I want. Well, sweetie, that's not in your stars. We just started a new school year. Why can't we move during Christmas break or next summer, I ask. Honey, the universe is kindly offering this opportunity to us now. Maybe you want to move, but we don't, says Molly, weeping. Fuck this shit, Shelley says, getting up from the floor. I have rights as the oldest child in this family, as a high school junior in the alternative program, and as a human being. She storms out of the room, swishing the tie-dyed sheet behind her, which lacks the dramatic effect of slamming the door. We're silent. The part of Tightrope that sounds like drunk amateur musicians playing circus music fills the room. So there's your subtitle to book one right there. Music takes you back to memories like nothing else. I'm sure many of you can relate to that. The rest of us remain in a catatonic state of despair, gazing at dust motes that appear and disappear in the broken light, wondering what happens next. I know the real reason we're moving, Chris says softly. Molly looks up at her sister through her tears. Because Mom wants to break up with Charlie again. This is the perfect opportunity. She can't do it on her own, so she's dragging us along for the ride. What we want doesn't matter. It never does. Why do they keep breaking up, I ask. Charlie's a drug addict. So, aren't we all? I say, stating the obvious. Hard drugs, pills, LSD, heroin. He quit when he met Mom, but lately he's been doing it again. That's why they broke up for a while. I've never seen him on hard drugs, but Shelley has, so there's that. But we love Charlie, Molly says, speaking for all of us. He's the only boyfriend that ever loved us kids. He's family. He's never done drugs around us. He's good enough for everyone but her, I say, trying to shake free and adapt to this new information. I hate her. I hate that she has the power to do this to us. Fuck her for not letting us be part of the decision, Molly says. I can't move. I can't just ditch town and leave my friends, Chris says on the verge of tears, visibly shaking. I won't go. I won't go. I'm not leaving my friends either. I'm popular, Molly says. Why the fuck would I want to change schools now? You'll be popular wherever you go, Chris says. Maybe we can change your mind. Chris and Molly flash me the same expression. Once Mom sticks her Aries ram horns into something, there's no changing her mind. You know that, Chris says. She's right, of course, and the next thing I know, we're all crammed into our hippie bus, surrounded by our boxes and bags of stuff. Charlie is at the wheel, and we're on our way to our new home in San Anselmo. I open my eyes, which brings me back to the present. So your mother made a sudden move to another town, Dr. Robin says, hovering pen over paper. She smiles, probably glad that I'm finally talking. Isn't this what you're supposed to do when you see a shrink, I'm thinking? Talk about your childhood, examine the mother-child relationship, cross those rivers of denial, release suppressed memories, uproot the endless anxiety, which in theory leads to a joyful life full of self-fulfillment, true intimacy, and rainbows. Coming to terms with the past might prepare me for the present situation. Besides, wrapping myself in a blanket of past memories feels fine, because the present sort of sucks right now. Yes, because of her, we all did. Well, what happened next? I close my eyes again and imagine myself back in our yellow bus. It's loud. The windows are down. Hot air is blowing everywhere. That speech she gave about change certainly applies to her. At first, like normal kids, we called her Mom. Then, thanks to her hippie friend Donna, we started calling her Marilyn. Just as we were getting used to that, she changed it again to Mare, as in nightmare, and Mare does not drive. She hasn't driven a car since she was 16. Tragically, a drunk driver killed her high school sweetheart, Whitey, whose name fits his description. That was it. She sold her car and never drove again. So Charlie, my mother's on-again, off-again boyfriend, drives while Mare sits where she always sits up front, Lotus style, on the foam pad over the engine compartment. A diamond-shaped God's eye, made from 2 popsicle sticks and 3 shades of yarn, sways above her head. She looks like she's levitating as she stares down the road ahead. My mother, true to her Aries nature, has a distinctive face. She's beautiful and draws attention not only from men, but from all walks of life. Women, children, young, old, straight, gay, circus clowns, school teachers, strangers, friends, wild and domesticated animals, and occasionally low-flying aircraft. She's 38, single, has 5 kids, and looks at least 10 years younger. She has a petite, well-proportioned, fit figure, despite never exercising. Her hair is the color of coffee beans with reddish highlights in the sun. She has high cheekbones, charming hazel eyes, and perfectly arched eyebrows to complement her Hollywood smile. Her uncommon nose gives her beauty a unique stamp. There's no effort to her aesthetic. She's attractive with or without makeup, or in nice clothes or plain clothes. She could wear a burlap sack, cinch the waist with a bungee cord, and manage to make it look good. Sometimes I think her beauty is a liability. We're heading west on I-80. Mare moves her stash. We're heading west on I-80. Mare removes her stash box, a top tobacco can, from her worn backpack and sets it on her lap. She likes the container because top backwards is pot. Her fingers reach in and come out with the perfect size pinch. Using the flaps of her zigzags, she scoops the weed into a pile, then drops it on the inclined plane of the Who's Tommy double album a few times, allowing the seeds to roll to the bottom. Then she removes a paper, bends it into a trough, and fills it with pot. She rolls it back and forth with her fingers and thumbs a few times and quickly licks the edge of the paper. Suddenly, like a magic trick, a joint appears. She flicks away the stems and twists the ends. She pops it into her mouth, lights it up, takes a short draw that burns through the excess paper. She sets down the lighter, inhales deeply, passes the joint to Charlie, all in one fluid motion like a well-choreographed dance. So there, Mom's getting stoned in the bus. We'll leave it there for today, and we'll be back next time. Thanks again for tuning in. Bye.